Hi, it's Glenn Ledwell here. Welcome to the page. You're here for one of two reasons, because I personally know you and invited you, or someone I personally know knows you and invited you. Either way, you're in the right place at the right time. Now we're going to tell you a little bit about Flight Club. Let's go. You should be able to have it all in a real mastermind. You should have engaging speakers, engaging breakout groups, amazing networking opportunities. You should want to stay in the room the whole time. Then of course it should be fun. Most of all, I think there should be a family collaborative vibe. When you walk into a room, you don't feel awkward, you feel very comfortable. Whether you know everyone or you don't know everyone has a welcoming feeling. Really, truly a family vibe. That's what I think we've done here at Flight Club.
I had come to the very first event. Glenn had invited me down as his business partner to come check it out. And so my very first experience at Flight Club was there, sitting in the audience as a guest, and it absolutely blew me away. It was incredible. It was after the second event that I attended in San Diego that Glenn and I were sitting on his patio right here having cocktails. I was giving him some feedback, some ways that I thought he could improve the event, and telling him what was amazing about it, and we just had this moment of like, why don't we do this together? He's like, you should partner with me on this, and of course I was like an immediate yes. I think the very first thing that drew me in is the fact that every single person in the group was so incredibly conscious. And I don't say that like, oh, woo-woo, everyone was just there to connect and have fun, and no one was bragging, or it wasn't about like how much money you made that year. Everyone was there to truly connect and have a great time. And there were so many amazing women in the group, and as a female entrepreneur who's been involved in a lot of different events and seminars and masterminds, I'm very used to the ratio and being amongst a lot of men and not having a lot of women represented in the group. So right from the beginning, I thought, this is something I want to be a part of. I felt more connected to those people right from the beginning than I have in any other event I had been to. And so it was very much a sense of sort of belonging and knowing that it was something I wanted to be a part of, and something that I wanted to be a part of with Glenn to sort of grow this incredible vision that we now share.
This mastermind, I've been able to have like deep connections on a business and personal level with every single person that I've met. Not only is there that felt sense of family here, there's just so much fun and play as well. And that's what makes it so exciting and so fulfilling for every single person that enjoys this.
Where it's a combination, it has very high level people in it. There's no one in the group that's not of this caliber, because we do a lot of breakout sessions. It's not all presentations and whatnot. We do presentations, but we do a lot of brainstorming breakout groups. So every single person at that table has to be of caliber, whether it's the member or their guest. So I think that's different to a lot of groups, the level of people. Then there's some groups that have amazing content, and they even have that, and the level of the groups are amazing, but maybe they miss the forced networking, I call it. And I call it the fun part, but it's really, the party we have on the Sunday night and the experience we do on the Monday. That's forced networking. It's putting people together where you can't not be connecting with people when you're on a bus on your way to wine tasting or to indoor skydiving or we're having a pool party or a boat party. You're forced together to hang out and talk. So I don't think any other group does that. Some groups do that, but maybe miss the tactics and strategies. I don't think anyone does it in the way that you feel like you are connected, and you're not just with people doing business, you're with people that are like-minded, and you actually form friendships. So I think the three components, and I'm not saying that other groups don't have these components, they do, but all together, the feeling of being friends, feeling comfortable with like-minded, unbelievably smart entrepreneurs that you're more than comfortable to call up and say, hey, tell me a bit more about that thing that you talked about at Flight Club, or hey, can you give me some advice on this? Can you go over my copy? Can you look at this video? I want people to feel comfortable to do that. And I don't think a lot of groups have that particularly. Definitely the fun element, the experience element, without question, and the size of the group too. The size of the group, I think, is perfect. I mean, we've been doing this a lot of years now, and I've run groups of all different levels. And it's not that bigger and smaller groups aren't great, but for what we do, for people to be able to form those real connections, and again, I talk about feeling comfortable, really, really forming connections and knowing everyone in the group in the first weekend. If you have more than a group of about 50 or 60 people, that's pretty hard to do. It's just logistics. So our meetings are, probably in the low end from about 35, would probably our smallest group. 60, 65 would probably be our biggest. As I said, it's only 40 members, capped at 40 members. So I think the size of the group is different too, to most other groups.
I think when there is this caliber of people in the room, typically the groups are a lot larger and it feels a lot more, I don't know, institutional or something. This really feels like a family. Everybody's really, really close. They really love each other. Everybody's really supportive, and there was nobody that I felt like was sizing me up, like, how big's your list? How big's it? There was none of that going on. And, this just really felt like a close family community. And you don't get that in the bigger masterminds.
Makes me so happy when people are like, holy shit, why didn't you tell me this was so amazing? And I'm like, well, I didn't really know how to explain it. I'm glad that you came and checked it out. A perfect example of this is a really good friend of mine who I've known for a while, amazing entrepreneur. She came to the last event, and we had a speaker, Mike Koenig's, up on stage talking about certification programs, and she asked a question to him. It was a speaker, and she asked him a question, and he answered, but 5, 6, 7 other people in the room, hands up, mic runners are going to them because everybody wanted to help her with her question. So what would traditionally be like a Q&A between the speaker and the audience, that very one-directional type of conversation that happens at a lot of events, it became this, 10-minute discussion. And she came out to me after, she's like, holy cow, everybody is like so supportive. And I felt kind of nervous asking my question because Mike is this genius at this, and I didn't really know how he was going to respond. And what I got was a million people that were like, you got to try this, and what about this, and why don't you try this in that program? And she came out of it with 10 ideas and feeling so much love. And she's like, this is the most supportive group of entrepreneurs I've ever been around. And I think why she was surprised, I think we have some work to do in redefining what a mastermind is. I think it's one of those words that's used a lot. I think there's free masterminds, there's online masterminds, there's buddies that get together for drinks and call it a mastermind, and that's all great. It's not a trademark word, but what my definition of a mastermind is, and I know Glenn's definition of a mastermind is, the whole group is engaging and interacting and helping each other. And so yes, while we spotlight certain topics and speakers, the interaction is so invaluable. And to me, that's what a true mastermind is. It's a meeting of masters.
You walk in the masterminds and there's always a lot of genius and a lot of smart people, and you don't always get the type of people that I've gotten to experience these last 2 days, which is people who just give and contribute and are just amazing human beings. And that stems from the leadership with Glenn and Alex. I knew they were, but I didn't know their people would be. And the last 2 days, I feel like I've got an extended family with the quality of people. So yes, the genius is there, yes, the brilliance is there, but the fun and the community is really what separates this and makes it really, really unique.
The speakers that are here, they have no agenda. They're not looking to sell anything. Their slides look very ugly because they're not their slides that they use to sell at events. These are things that they're going behind the scenes and asking themselves, I want to share information. I got to put it on slides and share information I've never shared before with anybody in the public, and it stays behind the doors in this mastermind here.
Okay, so someone comes to the first Flight Club. I mean, I obviously want them to be blown away. I want it to exceed their expectations. you know, they've heard about it. It's usually from someone that knows me, you know, they've maybe seen a video like this. You know, we've had a chat on the phone, and I want them to come and say, oh my God, Glenn, this is even better than you described. It's everything you described and more. That's what I want them to walk away with. I want them to walk away with a few ideas, at least a few ideas, that they can implement that week. I want them to have some ideas they can implement in those few months, and then by the next one go, bang, I did that. Great testimonial. I made, you know, $500,000 from that one thing that I learned the last Flight Club event, which, you know, I've got people like that, you know. So that's the ultimate. And of course, for them to have an amazing time, make new friends, and feel very, very connected with the new people. Not just as friendships, but strategic friendships, you know, friendships with people that appears that they're gonna continue on and, you know, help each other out. They're gonna share ideas the same as I did over that weekend.
The mastermind to the second one, I earned well over $120,000 in revenue.
Every single time I come to Flight Club, I get an idea that's at least worth $50,000, if not more. Every time. The presenters are off the hook, the content is granular, it's strategic, and the people are a whole lot of fun, man.
It's really, really insightful to just come hang out with a community that is full of love, full of respect, full of trying to create good stuff out there in the world. I literally stepped out of a conversation right now to record this video because it was such a deep, meaningful, insightful conversation by somebody who's a legend in the industry, who was just sharing some cool ideas and what I can do in my business to really be able to take our message to a bigger, grander audience in a much more beautiful way.
Okay, so what does a Flight Club annual membership include? It's three-day events per year. It's always in March, July, and November. We vote as a group on the dates a year in advance. It's always a Saturday, Sunday, Monday here in San Diego. The format is like this: Saturday, Sunday, brainstorming, networking, presentations, breakout groups, tons and tons and tons of content and amazing networking opportunities. The Sunday night, the VIP party. I rent out a restaurant, we have an amazing time. Now it's not just a couple of hours, it's the whole evening, great food, great drinks, and of course, amazing networking with the peers in your group. Monday is always Monday Fun Day. We do an amazing experience like a boat party, a beach party, a pool party, wine tasting, skydiving, indoor skydiving. We've done and do so many amazing things with that. That's a lot of fun too, but what's the real point? Is to really get some collaboration, get people together, get people having fun, and really, really bonding those connections and bonding those relationships. Also, there's a vacation just to spice it up a bit. Every year we pick a location, somewhere beautiful, exotic around the world. Just to name a few places we've been: Morocco, Moscow, Ibiza, Costa Rica, places amazing like that. We just all go as a group, hang out, have a great vacation together, normally for about a week. Of course, there's an engaging Facebook group, and of course, you have access to all the other amazing people in the group and to myself and Alex. So if you've enjoyed what you've seen, you think you might be a good fit for our little family, really resonated with you, go ahead and fill out the application below. Someone will be in contact with you and line up a follow-up call with myself or Alex. I'll see you soon.
It's a perfect combination of serious, hardcore business owners and fun-loving good vibes.
A lot of other masterminds are more strategy and technical and tactical and very cold. And Mastermind is like a family. It's a small group where you connect deeply with each person. And Flight Club delivers that. They give you this network that really expands your business and expands your life on a personal level.
The people that come here are they're experts in their space. The people that are doing presentations, the people you have conversations with, they're not just like guessing about how things work. They're real subject matter experts. They've got the 10,000 hours or the 25,000 hours, and they're showing you frameworks and the real deal. Like, you're seeing stuff, they might have programs and products, but you're seeing a lot of the behind the scenes that they don't normally teach in some of their programs and products. The other thing is that then you get to have informal conversations with them and really drill down to your specific situation. So and those are real conversations. Those aren't, you know, they're not talking as a product creator or an educator. They're giving you their real opinion as a peer.